ranking the riders from Daytona Supercross, and we have a list from God tier all the way down to horrible. The first rider that we have on the board is Justin Hill. And Doc, what do you think we should put Justin Hill for his ride?
I guess we'll just go solid. I mean,
You think a solid
right?
for him?
B. I mean, I don't think it was mid. I mean,
Okay, he
top 10, he got 7th. You know,
he qualified 6th. He got 4th in the heat and got 7th in the main. It's not bad.
it's pretty solid for Justin Hill. You know,
this tier list is actually going to be a link in the description. You guys can fill it out. Would love for you guys to send us your rankings in the Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram. It doesn't matter. Post them. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about them. While you're at it, make sure you guys hit the like and sub button. All right, next rider, we got Justin Cooper. And Justin Cooper, 4th place. I'm thinking amazing.
Amazing. I mean, yeah, I guess so. It's right. He's amazing. It's just a strong word. It's like I love you, right? You only say that when you really mean it. You know.
I mean, he qualified 2nd.
Yeah.
0.1 off.
All right.
5th in the heat, 4th in the main. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. Say amazing.
Maybe we need a pretty good instead of solid and amazing.
Yeah, right.
We need to work on that for next week. But
next video.
All right, next guy, Nate Thrasher. And I'm not going to cap with you. Besides the crash in the heat race, I didn't see 1 ounce of him at all in the main event. We're going
P8. Yeah. Yep. Fair.
And he's better than an 8th, right? I know he has that finger issue, but I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
If he'd followed me back, maybe it would be solid.
Maybe it would be amazing, you know? And next guy, Dax Bennett, another guy I don't remember watching. I don't remember him 1 bit on the main events. What did he even qualify?
What's wrong with him? He's hurt, right?
He had a concussion from last week. So he missed a round and then he came back. So he qualified 6th, heat race 5th, main event 7th.
Solid.
I mean, solid, kind of similar to Justin Hill, you know?
Going into this season, I would have put Dax a lot lower than that. So solid.
I mean, he did beat his teammate, so shout out to Dax. All right, the points leader, Cooper Webb. Where are we going? What do you think?
Okay, but see, this is hard, right? Because I have to rank them based off of who they are. I don't think, it certainly wasn't God tier.
I don't even think it was amazing.
I don't think it was amazing for Coop either, right? Like,
I think it's a solid.
I agree. I think it was a pretty solid ride. Cooper Webb needs to be winning races.
Yeah.
Same
I think it was
Chase,
a solid.
Same with Kenny. Those guys need to win races.
Maybe if Cooper Webb was even 3rd, 4th, I'd maybe put mid. But since he got his 2nd, was challenging Kenny at the very end, I think you got to put solid. He qualified 5th, which he's normally top 3. In the heat race, he got 4th. So, I mean, it's a great ride by Cooper, but not the greatest ride, right?
I mean, and he had the opportunity to pass Kenny, I think, you know, or to at least catch Kenny. And he kind of made some mistakes and then kind of faded. You know, we're not going amazing. Malcolm Stewart is next. You got P6 in the main.
I might go mid. I'm honestly thinking mid. Bro, I expect more things out of Malcolm since he won the race, right?
Yeah. I mean, but hold on. If Malcolm doesn't dominate Tampa, is it still a mid ride?
Yes. Because he's been beating Aaron Plessinger and Justin Cooper all year, and then they way outscored him. He has. It's just facts, bro.
All right. AP found some game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. AP's on fire at Daytona, but Malcolm has been beating them. So a 6. I think it's a mid.
I don't think so, but it's okay. It's all right. We'll go with mid. We got Mr. Front Flip himself, 250 in the 450 class, Cody Shock. I'm going to say it was an amazing ride.
Ooh.
I'm going to say it's an amazing ride. 250, not his coast, ruddy. You know, he's only like 5'2". Did a front flip. It's crazy.
Did we put amazing for Cody? 250 in the 450? I don't know you expected him to like get top 8. Like, I don't think anybody expected that, right? To get hit for him to be top 8.
No.
Like, maybe top 15 was a really respectable ride. And beating some of these guys on the list right here that I'm seeing, that's pretty freaking good. I'll go with amazing. I'll go with amazing for this week. Now, what about Max Anstey?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Again, because of who it is, I think you got to go mid.
I agree with you 100%. Now, if he doesn't crash in the start, I think we would maybe put solid or amazing.
I think it has a lot more to do with the crash and press day, right?
Yes.
Like, he's probably very banged up, probably hurting. However, I just don't think that old Max didn't really seem like he had a lot of fight in him. Like, only coming back to 6th. I mean, I say only, guys, I could never do this, okay? But it's Max Anstey. I don't know. I expected more.
I agree. I 100%.
I think a 4th would have been solid. Anything below a 4th is mid.
Now the next guy, HRC. Chance Hymas. I almost forgot his name. I'm not going to cap with you guys, but Chance Hymas. What do you think for him?
I would go solid.
Solid. Okay.
I think that's where he belongs.
5th in qualifying, 3rd in the heat race, 4th in the main event. That's his best ever placing ever, by the way. Ever. A 4th place, which is kind of surprising, honestly.
I just don't think it's an amazing ride. I think it's solid. It's a good ride. I think it's where he belongs, and that like I think he can get a podium for sure. He looked really good. I think he gets on the podium. I would say amazing. I think right that 4th to 6th is kind of where he's hovering right now.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. If he got on the podium, 100% amazing. If he got, I would maybe even say 2nd place. It might have been God tier, but
I don't know about that.
I'll stay with the solid. I'll stay with this solid for right now. But now, what about the guy that did get on the podium, aka Seth Hammaker?
I guess that. I mean, you gotta go amazing, right?
I think so.
It was a good ride. It was a great ride.
To be fair, that's his 2nd podium out of 3 rounds. In Tampa, he got on the podium. Detroit had food poisoning. Daytona got on the podium. If he doesn't have food poisoning at Detroit, he might be right there for the points.
We got to put somebody at horrible here pretty soon, you know?
Oh, I will. We got plenty of guys coming up here, okay?
Plenty? Oh my gosh.
We got plenty, okay?
That's crazy.
Next guy on the list, we have Colin Park. He finished 9th in the main event at Daytona. I think we go mid. I think we go mid because he has the potential to get a 6th or 7th because that's what he's done in the past.
Dog, I didn't even know who that was.
You know who that is.
Not really.
You don't know what he looks like, but you know the name.
I mean, a little bit, kind of, you know. Mid's crazy. We got to go. If we're going mid, we got to go top of mid. Barely not solid. Like, solid.
Go
Come
ahead,
on.
Thrasher.
Yeah, I mean, chat, cook this guy. I don't even know. He's getting top 10s, and we're going to go mid? I don't know. Disrespect.
Dude, he's been in top 10, like, basically all 3 rounds, and he's gotten, like, a 7th or 8th. Like, so a 9th place. I mean, it's fair, but I think he can do better. I really do. But now what about the guy that we all hate to see crash? And that is Levi Kitchen.
Why are you making me rate him? Why are you doing this?
I think because he was in the main event, and I honestly think we're going to count before he crashed. How about that? We'll count before he crashed. And he was riding.
Before he crashed?
He was riding solid.
The God tier, brother.
God tier? I don't know about God tier.
He was going to win that race. He was going to win that race.
He didn't even win qualifying. He didn't win the heat race.
Okay.
And he crashed out on the main.
It's okay. Well, he doesn't count anyway. We'll put him in amazing. He doesn't count. This is why we're cooked.
All right, now.
Oh, no. I don't want to do this one. I don't want to do this one.
All right, we have Austin Forkner next. And not a great race. Not a great race. This might be a horrible for Austin. He was in top 10 before the red flag, and the red flag happened, and then he crashed, and then he finished. Where did he finish? Oh my gosh, 17th.
17th. Oh.
Not a great race by Austin. The only thing I can really say is I'm happy that he's making all the races. That's really all I can say.
I mean, yeah, but he's still crashing in most of them.
Yes, that is very, very true. But all right, we'll just move on so we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one too much. Hurts my feelings.
Another guy which had a weird situation is Levi Kitchen's teammate, Cameron McAdoo. Supposedly he had a tip over before the finish line and he crashed. And he got 7th in the heat, and then he didn't start the main event, and he's getting knee surgery for his ACL, so he's going to be out for the rest of the season.
I feel like you have to put it horrible. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like it's the only place you can. I mean, I feel like we should do that for kitchen too, to be honest.
All right.
But
We love you guys, but you're in horrible.
yeah, I mean, big fans of both of you, to be honest.
I agree. Okay, now what about Bam Bam? Justin Barsha. And Justin had a mid race. Holy cow! I'm looking at it. A 10th?
It's got to be mid.
Is it horrible?
I don't think it's horrible. I mean, that's where he's been all year. I think that's just kind of where he is.
Bro, it might be horrible.
It's not horrible. Okay, hold on. He's been really bad in qualifying. So where did he qual?
He qualified 9th.
Okay, that's not really bad. All right, that's it. Mid.
Now, what about the 250 main event winner, RJ Hampshire? I got here. It has to be.
I guess. Yeah.
Bro, he top quality, won the heat, and won the main. That is a god tier performance, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
It's like a 10 out of 10.
I mean, yeah.
And he had like 2 burnouts.
God tier. I'm trying to see something spectacular. You know.
That is spectacular. He literally won everything.
Kenny tripling to the outside. You know, passer.
I wonder how many people hate us for glazing Ken Roxon for 2 days straight.
Nobody. Okay? Because if you hate for glazing Kenny, you're just not a good fan.
Well, let's talk about Kenny. All right. Do we just go God tier for him too? Because that's where I think he goes.
Yeah, of course. Ken Roxon's God tier. It's not even close.
He won the heat, dominated fashion. He was top 4 in qualifying, and then he dominated the main event. You know, he started like 6th and then moved all the way up to 1st, passing every.
Passed them all, baby.
I actually rewatched some of the highlights and I was like, holy crap, he started so far back and still won.
I put the race on today for my son to watch and then went to the other room, did something in the other room for like 5-10 minutes, came back, and Kenny was still not in the lead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Amazing ride by Kenny. Okay, now we got Max Volan. We have a PC image of him because I can't find a Muck-Off image of him.
Oh, P5.
Yeah, Max had a great ride, actually. I think it might be amazing.
I think it might be amazing.
With the handbrake and all, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like an instant 1 tier up, Mr. Handbrake. If you guys didn't know, he has a clutch lever and a handbrake on the same side on his bars. It's insane.
It's crazy. And he beat Max Anstey, which is... in my opinion, surprising because Max should be beating him, in my opinion. He beat all-star guys, actually. Max, Dax, and Nate. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, amazing ride by Max over there.
Next up, we have Dale Earnhardt reincarnated himself. We have AP. We are going to go amazing on this one.
I actually agree with him.
I mean, it's incredible ride. Talked with him today. Sounds like the bike was a bit stiff. They softened her up, then went back to his old stiff bike, and he said he was confused on how he could even make a lap on his old bike. So I'm hoping that means we've got Do It For Dale AP back every round, baby.
I mean, he's looking good, so I'm excited to see what he can do at Indy. That's all I can say. Maybe another podium? Maybe?
I'll be fired. I mean, he likes ruts, you know? He likes the tough stuff. I can see it.
What about his teammate, Chase Sexton? This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough pill to swallow for myself.
It's because it's a D.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's
I don't know about horrible.
Brother.
He finished 5th after a crazy crash.
Nah.
Is it at least a mid?
No. It's Chase Sexton, bro. He's multi-time champ, you know? He's got to be winning.
Chase,
anything off the podium, anything off the podium is mid. When you get the whole shot in a heat and crash yourself, goes down to horrible. You know, like if he gets
tear up after this.
If he gets 5th on his own, right, without just a mistake, or maybe he gets taken out in the heat race, right, or has a crash on the start, I could go with mid, maybe even a solid. Like, let's take his chart. I mean, never mind. I won't do that because you're gonna glaze like crazy. But we gotta go. I'm not bringing up the getting stuck in the gate and coming back. I would say that was a solid ride. You're gonna go, it's God tier. God tier.
I might have. at the
But
time.
yeah, it's D. It's D.
Chase, just know I would never put you D. It's all Doc, okay?
Yeah,
But I have to
it's not
compromise
true.
here. I have to compromise. So I'm gonna go with his pick, unfortunately. You'll do better next week. Okay, next on our list is DF. Dylan. That's another D. 12th place. Holy crap. Yeah, another guy I didn't even see on the broadcast. Did you see him on the broadcast? I don't remember watching
Not sure
him.
what we're doing.
I also might have another pick for D, bro, and that's Jason Anderson. I don't know if we should put him at D
I think we
because
gotta put him in mid.
he's qualified third, got third in the heat race, and then hole shotted and then faded to 8th.
But did he crash or did he just fade?
Let me see if I can find like sector.
I'm putting him in mid. Don't care. Don't ask.
Okay, well, yeah, it's got to be mid or horrible, and
Only because he faded. But like we put Barsha in mid, and he beat Barsha. So I like how Savachi's not even on this list, nor is McElrath.
shout out to those guys. Those guys rode
McElrath
amazing.
might
So
go.
it'd be
Facts.
amazing, 100%. Yeah, I think Jason probably mid. I don't know what happened or what's happening with him the last couple of weeks. He starts out great and then fades.
Yeah, if he would have faded back to like 4th or 5th, I think he goes solid.
Yeah,
But
in
like
8th is
8th
crazy.
is pretty far back. Yeah,
And Justin Hill beat him.
I mean,
Like that's crazy. Like after hole shotting is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
hole
yeah,
shotting and then Justin beat him. And then like I'm not disrespecting Justin either. Like Justin's riding freaking amazing, right? But
Yeah.
like you wouldn't expect that from Jason, if that makes sense. I don't know.
not after a whole shot. No.
Yeah. And all right, so the last guy that we have on our list is Tommy V. And
I think you're
it
gonna be
might
surprised.
I think it might be amazing.
Yeah, I think that's what I was gonna go. I think you kind of have to go amazing for Tommy V because he's been so mid the whole beginning of the season.
That's a valid point. 5-6 back-to-back races for him and then gets a second place at Daytona. I think it is amazing ride. He
Think it's amazing ride.
also he dominated the heat race. He won the heat race for him.
He looked great too.
Yeah,
like looked like Tommy V. The only true god tier, just let the record show, the only true god tier is Ken Roxon.
You have to put RJ there, bro.
I'm
You
just kidding.
have
Sorry.
to.
RJ, I'm kidding. It's fine. You're not watching this. I know, but it's fine.
He had a 10 out of 10, man.
It's
Qualifying heat, main. That's a god tier ride.
I mean, to be fair, we said this last week. RJ could absolutely just go on a run. Like, this is what he does. He's going to do RJ things. He wins Indy. He's going to win. Oh, I don't know. He might win next week.
I don't know.
I do think
I don't
Deegan will
know.
be hard to beat next week at Indy.
But that's our list. We'll have a head-to-head matchup video tomorrow. Stay tuned for that because we're going to do teammates against the East and West. And we have some good 450 matchups as well. So stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed the rankings compared to the ratings, let us know in the comment section. Also by leaving a like on this. And yeah, that was kind of fun. We'll get better at it too as time goes on. With that being said, appreciate you guys. Much love, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Bro, peace.